Hello everybody, it's me, Mr. Bun. It's been a while. I've just been really busy. Some good things in my life. I'm working again, so that's good. Haven't been working for the past few months, so my job, I'm a painter by trade, is pretty physical, so I'm getting used to that. I'm tired, and just haven't had a lot of time to do make any content. But in my last short, I said I had a prison story for you, and that's what I'm going to tell. So many of you, I don't know, may have seen my first video on Harry Potter, and just his story. I didn't recap that real quick. And he was just a young kid who looked like Harry Potter. Attempted to rob a bank by handing a note. Didn't go well. He got caught. And if you really want to hear the story, watch the first video. But anyway, to be continued. Harry Potter had never been to jail or prison or been locked up before, and he was a pretty severe heroin addict. And when I first met him, it was like his second day of not having any heroin. So he was just starting to really get into the bad part of going through withdrawal. So he's dealing with probably knowing that he's probably going to prison. We were going to the House of Corrections. We met on the bus ride being transferred to the House of Corrections, which is just a huge jail. It's called Milwaukee County South, but it's called the House of Corrections. It's a jail, but it looks like a prison. I mean, barbed wire all the way around. It's in its way out, it's in Franklin, which is a suburb of Milwaukee, and it's way out into farmlands. Well, whatever. It's a scary place. It's dorm setting, so it's 70 dudes all in bunk beds, all living together. It's chaos. It's fights. It's people stealing your shit. It's cheating. It's just not a good place. It's loud all the time, and then it gets loud, and then you get the COs make everybody stay on their bunk for a day, a week, whatever the punishment ends up being, and it's just back and forth like that. It's fucking hell. It is hell. But anyway, Harry Potter's going there and with me, and being that he is coming off of heroin, he was not feeling good at all at this point. And at about day 2, day 3, you really start to get sick. I'm talking diarrhea, throwing up, shaking uncontrollably, sweating profusely. I mean, to me, it just feels like withdrawals, some people say it's like the flu. It's not like the flu. It's 100 times worse. You, not only are you physically sick and going through pain that is inescapable, but your mental, the mental torment you're going through, is just adds a whole nother layer to what you're experiencing. And because and somehow jail helps because there's nothing you can do, all right, unless you get really lucky and run into somebody that happened to sneak some in and is actually willing to tell you that and share with you. Only happened to me one time. So, but knowing that you can't get it, you can't call your dealer, you can't go out and steal and get the money to get your fix, kind of helps. Because you just know there's nothing you can do about it, and you kind of accept it. And somehow for me that makes it, because if I know I can do something about it, that makes it 10 times worse for me, because I am going to do whatever it takes to 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 get get the money together to go get high if I'm sick. I don't care what I gotta do. But anyway, so Harry Potter's sick as hell. Sick as hell. He's terribly skinny. I was too. And eating in the beginning is just not something you're gonna do. So Harry Potter somehow befriends this huge dude. He was African American. Not that really makes a difference or matters, but he was. It's just part of the detail of the story. And he was probably 6'4" and maybe 240 pounds. I mean, a big dude. And Harry Potter probably weighed 125 pounds, 130 pounds, and was like 5'8", 5'9". But anyway, sorry, I had a phone call coming in. But anyway, because Harry Potter was so sick, he was given this friend of his food, his trays, because he couldn't eat it. And this guy was like, man, I got you when you're feeling better, and just keep giving me your trays, and I'm gonna look out for you, and no one's gonna touch you, no one's this, so Harry Potter for like at least a week is giving this dude his trays, but him and I both were going to the bathroom, and it's a bathroom where like there's no privacy whatsoever. Okay, like there's between the toilets, there's no partition, there's no privacy. You're right next to somebody that they're going to the bathroom. You're doing your business right next to each other. You could hold hands. It's really degrading. But when you're sick like that, you're shaking in the bed. The guy, your bunkie, is getting pissed at you because you're constantly shaking because he can't sleep. And you're going to the bathroom every 15 minutes, half hour, because you got diarrhea or you got to throw up. And this goes like this for days on end. But then what happens is after a week, 10 days or so, your body, like, the worst of the sickness is over with. You start to be able to sleep at night, and your body goes into rebuild mode, and you're fucking starving 24/7. And for those of you who don't know, when you're in jail, like, they're supposed to give you like 2,000 calories a day, and there's just no fucking way they're doing that. Back then, we had a really, really tough sheriff, David Clark. He's made the news many times on being tough on criminals and shit. It was fucking hell being at the House of Corrections when he was running it. And I swear to God, we were starving all the time. Like, even after you would just finish your meal, and it felt like you just ate a snack. And when they feed you dinner at 4:30 and they don't feed you breakfast till 7:30 the next morning, that's 15 hours you got to go from dinner all the way to breakfast. You're so hungry. The guys are eating toothpaste. Okay, so Harry, and then put in the fact that you're very much underweight. Because of the heroin you've been doing, you haven't been taking care of yourself. Well, now your body goes into rebuild mode, and the hunger is, 3 times what it would normally be. So, if you don't have commissary or people, family or friends sending you money to buy a commissary, you're just starving. And that was my case. I didn't have people sending me money, not till later. But in the beginning, I had nothing, and I was hungry 24/7. It was like, I get it, like people who are starving in Africa and whatnot. That is fucking hell. Okay, because I wasn't even close to like that. I was, probably 50 pounds under what I should be, but yeah. Anyway, Harry Potter's with bad withdrawal symptoms are finally over with, and he is fucking hungry. and time comes for lunch, and it was meatballs, and after like 10 days of giving this guy his trays, the guy goes to like grab, at the table. Harry Potter sits down with his tray, and the guy goes, "Hey man, you're gonna give me your tray?" And Harry Potter goes, "You know what, man? I'm actually hungry. I think I'm gonna eat today." And he goes, "Oh man, are you feeling better?" Pow! And cracks him right in the fucking head, and takes his meatballs and just walks away with Harry Potter's food. So, I mean, it just sounded like a gunshot. This guy had fists the size of, I don't even know what the fuck, but it was a really hard hit. And you could just see that the like look of like shame on Harry Potter, and the look of he thought this guy was his friend. And he just got assaulted and robbed. And wake up call. You're in prison, buddy, or or in the House of Corrections. And here, okay, so now he's got two choices, really. He can sit there like he did and just fucking look like a victim, which is really bad because now other guys are gonna fucking look at him like a victim. Or he could have got up and fought this guy knowing he's gonna get his ass beat anyway, and he would have at least kept some respect from people. Now, Harry Potter obviously was not a violent person and didn't do anything, which made him out to be a victim, made him look weak to the other predators, and he had a horrible time the rest of the 3 weeks that I was there before I got transferred to MSDF, which is a prison. So I went from like the Milwaukee County system to the actual state system, where the food was better. I don't know. To me, it was just better being in the state, in the state system. But yeah, Harry Potter, man, like, you can't trust anybody. You can't trust anybody. That guy that you think is your boy will betray you. I had to learn that. Be careful. Just keep to yourself. Don't act like you're something you're not. Don't try to be the tough guy. Don't talk about all the bitches you have on the outside and the money you have that you really don't have, or the cars and all that other bullshit. Just be your fucking self. Be yourself. Know and watch and learn who the right people to be, to hang out with are, and learn the economy and just be smart about things. Watch your back. Find a couple of guys that aren't complete scumbags, and hopefully you guys can watch each other's back, and eventually you kind of get a routine and you'll get through it. But if something like that does happen, and I had been in, I can't even count how many fights by the time I got out of prison. I never had anything like that quite happen to me. I did have, well, I'll tell that story some other time. Anyway, that's the Harry Potter story. He got punched square in the forehead by a guy with fists the size of, at least twice as big as mine. It was a hell of a punch. We had a big old bruise right on his forehead, and I just thought to myself, holy fuck, where the hell am I? Anyway, be true, be you, live life to the best. Stay focused, stay sober, go crush life, live life, have fun. I'm Mr. Bun. I love you guys. And that is the rest of the Harry Potter story. I do not know what happened to this kid. I don't even know his real name. But I hope by now he's out and living a much better life. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for listening, and I'm out.